Commander Zaraeth's crystalline laughter echoed through the command center of the hegemony flagship Eternal Dominion. The sound was melodic, almost musical, a trait of her species that had evolved to communicate complex emotions through harmonic frequencies. Right now, those harmonics conveyed pure amusement. "You cannot be serious, human," she said, her forearms gesturing dismissively at the holographic display. "This is your grand strategy? To charge directly at our battle formations with those primitive vessels?" Captain Marcus Chen stood quietly beside the tactical table, his weathered hands clasped behind his back. The human delegation had arrived under a flag of truce, ostensibly to negotiate Earth's surrender after 3 months of devastating defeats. The hegemony's superior technology had crushed every human fleet that dared oppose them, their energy shields deflecting kinetic rounds like raindrops. "It seems straightforward enough," Chen replied calmly. Zaraeth's secondary eyes dilated with mirth. As Supreme Tactical Coordinator for the hegemony's Outer Rim campaigns, she had conquered 47 worlds. Each species had eventually revealed their strategic limitations. The Karathi were too rigid, the Vextai too aggressive, the Million Collective too dependent on their hive mind coordination. But humans? They seemed to possess no tactical sophistication whatsoever. "Straightforward," she repeated, savoring the word. "Yes, I suppose ramming ships into energy barriers could be called straightforward. Your species has provided us with considerable entertainment, Captain Chen. Your, what do you call them? Kamikaze runs? Quite amusing." "I'm glad we could lighten your mood," Chen said. "Perhaps you'd be interested in reviewing some of our previous engagements?" "Oh, I have. Extensively." Zaraeth's voice carried undertones of condescension. "Your tactics are so primitive they're almost charming. No energy weapons, no gravitational manipulation, no quantum entanglement arrays. Just metal projectiles and explosive chemicals. It's like watching children play with sticks." Chen nodded, thoughtfully. "Would you mind if I showed you something? Our engagement logs from the past 3 months?" Zaraeth's tertiary arms waved graciously. "By all means. I do enjoy studying inferior tactical methodologies." Chen approached the holographic interface, his movements deliberate and unhurried. "Let's start with the Battle of Proxima Station. Your report labeled it a complete victory, correct?" "Naturally. We destroyed your entire defense fleet." "Indeed." Chen's fingers danced across the controls, bringing up a 3-dimensional recreation of the battle. 43 human vessels against your 12 dreadnoughts. The humans charged straight at your lines, exactly as you expected. Yes, and they were obliterated within minutes. Their kinetic weapons couldn't penetrate our shields. Curious thing, though. Chen zoomed in on a specific section of the battle. Our ships didn't retreat when their weapons proved ineffective. They kept coming, even when it was clear they couldn't win. Zaraeth's amusement faltered slightly. Primitive species often display irrational behavior when faced with superior technology. Or, Chen said quietly, they had a different objective. He highlighted several human vessels that had exploded against the hegemony shields. Each of these ships contained specialized sensor packages, not weapons, sensors. They were collecting data on your shield frequencies, power fluctuations, harmonics. The recreation shifted to show invisible energy patterns surrounding the hegemony ships. Zaraeth's eyes narrowed as she watched the data streams flowing from each dying human vessel back to concealed relay stations. "Next engagement," Chen continued, switching to the Battle of the Asteroid Belt. Your forces encountered our mining fleet, another victory for the hegemony. Obviously, industrial vessels against military dreadnoughts. Yet the mining ships didn't flee immediately. They engaged your forces for nearly an hour before being destroyed. Chen's voice remained conversational. Strange behavior for miners, wouldn't you say? The hologram revealed something that made Zara-Eth's breathing quicken. The mining vessels hadn't been trying to fight. They'd been herding the hegemony ships into specific positions, forcing them to activate certain defensive systems, triggering particular energy configurations. "You were mapping our tactical responses," she whispered. "Every single one." Chen pulled up the next engagement. "The defense of Luna. Your report noted how desperately the humans fought to protect their moon base. The most pathetic display yet. They threw everything they had at us." They did. Chen's smile was razor-thin. "Including their newest experimental ships, prototypes with unusual hull configurations. You destroyed them all, of course. But did you wonder why they kept ramming your shields even after their weapons failed? The hologram showed the prototype vessels making seemingly suicidal runs at the hegemony formations. But enhanced analysis revealed microscopic debris clouds left behind by each impact, clouds containing specialized nanoprobes that had somehow passed through the energy barriers. Zara-Eth's harmonics shifted to frequencies of growing alarm. Those weren't suicide runs? No. They were delivery systems. Each impact implanted thousands of nanoscale sensors directly into your ship hulls. Sensors that transmitted detailed intelligence about your technology, your weaknesses, your blind spots. Chen gestured, and the tactical display expanded to show a comprehensive three-dimensional map of hegemony fleet dispositions, shield frequencies, engine signatures, and communication protocols. Months of accumulated intelligence painted a picture of technological superiority that was suddenly looking very vulnerable. 3 months of what you perceived as desperate primitive attacks, Chen said softly. 3 months of feeding you exactly the kind of enemy you expected to face. 3 months of letting you win while we learned everything about you. Zara-Eth's 4 arms trembled. You let us slaughter your people? Every human volunteer knew the mission parameters. They knew their sacrifice was gathering the intelligence we needed to level the playing field. Chen's voice hardened. You see, Commander, you made one critical error in your assessment of human tactics. What error? You assumed that because our technology was inferior, our strategy was primitive. You never considered that we might be playing a longer game. Chen activated another display showing massive human fleet formations moving through hyperspace toward hegemony core worlds. While you were congratulating yourself on easy victories, we were building, learning, adapting. The new human ships bore little resemblance to the crude vessels from earlier battles. Sleek designs incorporated technology reverse-engineered from captured hegemony systems, upgraded with uniquely human innovations that the enemy had never encountered. Those shield frequencies you're so proud of, we know exactly how to disrupt them. Your gravitational weapons, we've developed countermeasures. Your quantum communication arrays, we can intercept and decode them. Zara-Eth sank into her command. Chair, her crystalline laughter now silent. You've been preparing for this moment since the war began. Longer than that, actually. Chen's expression was almost sympathetic. You conquered 47 worlds, Commander, but you never faced a species that had been fighting each other for our entire evolutionary history. We've been perfecting the art of war for millennia. Not just the technology of it, but the psychology, the strategy, the patience to sacrifice everything for ultimate victory. The tactical display showed hegemony fleets across dozens of star systems, all blissfully unaware that their technological advantages had been neutralized, their positions compromised, their defeat imminent. Your report will note that the human delegation came to surrender, Chen said as he gathered his data chips. I hope that assessment proves accurate to your superiors, because in approximately 6 hours they're going to discover that sometimes the primitive stick-wielding children have been planning something far more sophisticated than anyone imagined. Zaraheth watched him leave, her harmonics finally finding voice in frequencies of respect and fear.